Blog Talk Radio.
Boom, baby, we are live. Welcome to Interview with the Man, episode 628, free consultation Friday, the call-in show where me, MLD, I answer all your questions related to money, muscles, game frame. All you got to do is pick up the phone and call us on this phone number right now, 657-383-1318. But don't forget, right now, we are in the thick of it. We are here, and Inner Game Healing is live and ready for you to sign up. This is the website right here. If you are not in Inner Game Healing, in the first 24 hours, over 100 people have signed up. This is going to be huge. Gentlemen, I'm telling you, if you feel stuck, if you feel like you need help, if you feel like you're struggling with anxiety, depression, all these things, not feeling good enough, feeling like you're not worthy, you're addicted to eating, you're addicted to all these bad things and more. Trust me, the chat is moving right now. We already have 100 people in there, and we are solving problems. We are getting right down to it. So go to innergamehealing.com right now. Click this big blue button. Click here to sign up. What do you get when you sign up? Again, it's very, very, very simple. You get access to 20 webinars covering various techniques of healing your inner game, a year-long Telegram chat, which is a brotherhood of accountability, access to psychological experts in the course, a video course for maintaining mental health habits, and so much more. This is how it works. Right now, we're in quarter one. Enrollment started yesterday on the 30th, but if you enroll now in quarter one, you get access to quarter 2, 3, and 4 completely for free. Completely for free. It is in your best interest to save as much money and time as possible. It is buy one, get 3 free. So make sure when you sign up here in quarter one, you're locked and loaded. And again, don't forget, this is the schedule. April 10th on Monday, MLD, that's me. We're going to do the mental framework for success. This is a live webinar, and I made a mistake, and I want to clarify it now. Somebody brought this to my attention, and I don't even know why I didn't think this, but the webinars will be recorded, but I am not going to record the Q&A session. I don't even know why I didn't even think that until now. So yes, the webinars will be recorded, but the Q&A session, which is, when people are giving out the most sensitive and vulnerable information about themselves, that will not be recorded. So for you guys that can't watch it, or you guys in the Europe or whatnot, the webinars will be recorded. Day 2, Tuesday, April 11th, identifying your inner game problem. Paul, Apex Mindset's coming through. Day 3, Wednesday, April 12th, how to heal your core trauma at home with Ryan from innermasculine.com. Day 4, Thursday, mastering your inner game for abundance in dating and business by Justin Mark. And day 5, Friday, April 14th, understanding frame and self-talk by Wraith. These start at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we're ready to roll. So click the link in the chat. Click the link in the description box below. Go to innergamehealing.com. Right there, it is in the chat. Ready to go. We got a special guest with us today. We got Mama MLD in the house. Mom, you ready to give some counseling to these people?
Absolutely. Ready to do it.
Ready? We got the phone lines are open. The phone lines are open, folks. If you're at home, watch right now. Give us a call, 657-383-1318. No call is too small. And I know we got women out there watching us now, too. If you're a lady out there and you need some help, and if you're a modern woman, you probably need help, especially if you're watching me. Come on down. We're going to sort you out as well. So the phone lines are open. How's everybody doing today? We'll go down to the chat, check everybody out. Shout out to everyone. Just so you know, today is a double header. We are doing free consultation Friday this morning, and then tonight we are back with a double header. So we're going to give double the value and make sure that all of your things that you want answered are completely answered. And shout out to somebody that just signed up for Inner Game Healing right now. If you sign up live on the show, I'm going to give you a shout out. I'm not going to say your full name, but looks like Rob just signed up for Inner Game Healing. Shout out to you, Rob. Give you one of those. It looks like 6 minutes ago, Ivan also signed up. We'll give him a wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, remember, Inner Game Healing, the registration closes Monday at midnight. Monday at midnight. So come on down. Get your healing. This is gonna be great. The chat is on fire right now, dude. I gotta say. The chat, let me see. Let's see. Yeah, we have so 99 members are in the chat, but over 100 have signed up. Okay. That's a good thing right there. Looking at this whole situation here, I'm looking at everything, and we are gonna have a good year. We're starting off right. We're starting off solid. Again, phone lines are open, 657-383-1318. Mods, go ahead and put the phone number in the chat, and we're going to be standing on by. Shout out to my chat. Get your green tea on, gents. How did you know? I'm drinking some green tea right now. Yes, this is the good Japanese stuff. Not that Lipton crap. Oh, so good. Let's see how we're doing here. Shout out to Harry. Harry's in house. Harry Zikos. Shout out to my girl Milagros. Shout out to Danielle. What's up? Shout out to my man Christian Martin. What's up? Pro Special. What's up? Sound Grips. What's up? One Piece. Hey man, I'm here again. Best time to get live. Thanks so much. I think you said you're from Germany, right? I'd like to watch a couple times over. I could. Yeah, definitely. Where are you located? We're located in Tokyo, Japan. Laces out, Dan. Is that you, Ray Finkel? Let me know. Yahoo says blessings. What's up to you? Good morning to all the white people, says Brave. I don't even know. Dan Sparks says I buy green tea in bulk at Costco. So excited to be here, guys. Shout out to you. Dan Sparks is a guy who buys, he sends donations for me to buy snacks for Happy. He's a nice guy. Mom, so you've been watching me doing a lot of counseling. You've been seeing all this stuff behind the scenes. What do you think of all this so far?
I think you help a lot of men to get on the right track with their life, especially with getting them in good careers and getting them healed from the inside. Not only on the outside, but the inside, which is the most important thing. So that's very admirable. And I like that part of the show the most.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
So you're obviously, a lot of people may or may not know, you have your degree in Christian counseling, yeah?
Yes, I have a bachelor's degree in Christian counseling.
How long have you been counseling?
I've been counseling approximately 18 years. And I've counseled lots of men and lots of women.
Why do you think these modern women are such hoes? Because you said they didn't you grew up in Miami in the 80s, and you said even back then in like the cocaine cowboy era, they weren't even that bad as they are now. What's happening? What's your, what do you think?
Honestly, I think the women today, they have lost a lot of shame, and there's no more shame. Back then it was shameful to wear, too much short clothes, dressing like pretty much like a prostitute. But we had shame and we wouldn't do that. We grew up in a time when there was elegance. You were, the guys like women who were elegant, classy, carried themselves in a certain way. And today it's hard to find elegant women. So it's a sad situation for the young people today. Very sad.
I think it was either you or Pearl's mom that said that, like, back in the day, women used to be ashamed to be a stripper.
Yeah.
Was that you that said that?
It was me.
Okay. Yeah. Can you elaborate on that? Go ahead.
Yeah. It was such a shame and an embarrassment to be a stripper. And it seemed like today it's a cool thing. The girls are not ashamed that they're strippers. They brag about it. They put themselves out on social media, really don't have a lot of shame. And I think that's what's missing with a lot of young people.
One thing that is it's a kind of a topic, it's a trendy topic right now here in this kind of corner of the internet, and it's called they talk about body count. Do you know what body count means?
You can tell me.
It means how many people have you had sex with, right?
Oh.
So there's a big debate right now, and men are just saying that, like, the majority of men are saying we do not want a woman who has a very, very high body count. You know what I mean? In your perspective, right? Do you what do you think happens to a woman when she just has sex with, like 20, 30, 40, 50 guys?
Well, every time you have sex with somebody, you join yourself with that person. And that woman joins herself with every man that she sleeps with. So think about her personality. Her mind is going to be shared with so many different men. Every man that she sleeps with, she leaves a part of herself with them. So you could wind up with a split personality because your mind is so divided. Whether she knows it or not, she's becoming one with that man. And then you are becoming one with so many men. You're leaving a part of yourself with each one of these men that you sleep with. So how many parts are gone?
Yeah.
How many parts of your mind, your will, your emotions are gone with every man that you sleep with? You leave piece of that with them. So, and it causes mental stress. Women are stressed mentally, emotionally, and they don't know why. They feel so torn apart, so broken, hopeless, helpless.
Yeah.
And that's what happens to a lot of these beautiful young ladies, because there's nobody to speak into their life, because their parents, most of the parents are even broken.
Yeah.
So
that's what I've been saying. It's like and right now the kind of the culture trend in America is that you have like hoes raising hoes. And it's just like, I think, they kind of say back in the day in the church stuff, like the generational curses,
Right.
and they pass that like whoredom on to the daughter, because, relationships, they take a skill, is a set of skills that you need to be in a relationship. Conflict resolution, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there needs to be a lot of maturity, a lot of empathy, and a lot of understanding. And I just think like the girls, especially in America, like, I mean, you grew up in the 80s when the music wasn't like how it is now.
Right.
The music now is like literally like be a whore and do drugs. Like it's like literally the music is like do drugs and get fucked up, or be a whore, or do them at the same time.
Yeah.
And so you have no positive situation for these chicks, and the only thing they know how to do is be a hoe.
Right.
And have you seen, like, you've seen this, catch follow them into their like 30s, 40s, and 50s, right?
Right. What goes into your ears, what you hear and what you see is very important. It affects your mind. And the music, it affects their minds. So you hear that with the music today, so much cussing, so much profanity, and the value for themselves is a little value the music is giving you for yourself. It's not building your self-esteem. It's not telling you to be moral. It's telling you to be immoral.
Yeah.
So these young people listening to this music definitely affects their life. So.
Oh yeah. We got our first caller. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's bring him on here. All right, 919, you're on the line with MLD and Mama MLD. How you doing?
Hey man, doing all right.
So talk to us. What's going on?
Yeah.
Mom, can you hear him?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, okay. Cool. So I was actually just wondering if, actually a little like, I guess, insight or opinion on like the current kind of plan or path I have for my finances.
Sure.
So like right now, I already said that I'm still working at that crappy pizza place. Going forward, I'm looking at two options on the first foot. So I had the local community college here where they have a welding course. I'm looking to get certified in that. But then I also saw another one that's about like a county or so away, and they have the plumbing course, which I'm leaning towards that because I have more experience in it. Because before I was working here, I was actually doing some plumbing work.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so I figured it'd be easier for me to pick up.
Mm-hmm.
I probably have
So it's welding or plumbing?
and then moving on up. And initially, yes.
Right. How old are you?
And I figured during that, I'm 23.
23. Well, my mom recently told me a story about a plumber that came because my mom is a real American. She hated the HOA at our the homeowners association at the townhouse place where she lives. So she went in there and she became the president, and she's turned it all around. So shout out to you, Mom. Give you a little championship there. Mom, listen to this story she's going to tell you. Tell her about this plumber guy and tell her the story.
Okay, so the night before I came to Japan, we had one of the neighbors called me and said, "Hey, I have a plumbing issue, so I just call a plumber to come and do a job over here." So he came over in his house. He did the job. The job cost them probably, I don't know, probably $300-400 because it was at night. And then the valve, the main valve shut off for his house was in the front of the house, and he couldn't shut it off. He couldn't turn it because it got stuck. And so he called me, the neighbor called me and said, "Hey, we got this issue. Can you help us out? Because the plumber is telling me that this is going to cost 48 to fix it." I'm like, 48 to fix it? That's not too bad. If we have to break the concrete and get in there and, and shut change out the head, the shut off, you know what I'm talking about, to shut the water off.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, 48, well, let's just go ahead and do it. But the guy actually, he said it was not 48, $480. It was $4,800. I was like, are you kidding me? Is that how expensive plumbing is?
And that right there, that's the kind of leverage the guy had.
Yeah.
As a plumber, he could sit there and call and be like, yeah, $4,800, or let your entire house be covered in shit and shit water.
Yeah.
And so when that happens, you call your uncle, you call your aunt, you call somebody, and you charge your credit card, and the plumber comes.
Yeah. So it's a good job.
It is a good job. And you're working at a pizza shop now, right? And you're 23?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, I mean, are you okay with getting dirty and like just doing the dirty work?
Oh yeah, I've already done that. Like I've ran water lines from the meter to the house. I've run septic lines into the septic tank from under the house. I've done all that already.
That's a great career.
It's a great career.
Great.
And keep in mind with welding, you are going to be putting your eyes in jeopardy slightly with the welding, the flame of the actual welding, the welding rod. So there's a guy who's been watching us in Hawaii, and he does it. He's out in Waipahu doing it. And he's mentioning he's starting to have some spots and stuff in his vision. So, I think welding could be okay as like to kind of get your foot in the door to make more money, to save up to do something else. But at 23, becoming a plumber, and I'm telling you right now, dude, like the trades are understaffed in America because everybody wants to be an entrepreneur and a YouTuber and an influencer, and they're all full of shit. You know what I mean? So
yes, sir.
That being said, I think you'd have virtually no competition, especially if you work hard. What state are you in?
North Carolina.
Yeah, it's a good place to be. Good place to be. Good job. you know, them women up there still respect a working man too.
Absolutely.
I think you give it a go. That's my vote. What's your vote, Mom?
Yep.
Yes,
Go
ma'am.
do the plumbing. Trade, you could never go wrong. You would always have money. Lots of money.
Yep.
That sounds good to me. I think I'm sold on the plumbing part then. Because I did want to keep myself kind of busy, because once I finally get out of here, because I'm still living at home.
Yeah.
I want to kind of keep myself busy at all times so I can increase as much money as I'm having. So
Right.
my first goal after I get out is gonna be hit that 100K net mark.
Right.
So I was thinking either during the college or maybe after it, once I have more time to myself. I heard you talk about, I think one of your guys, I think his name is Ryan.
Yeah.
He has a channel, Elevate Cyber.
Yes.
So I heard you talking about that, and I was thinking about getting into his program and learning to be a pen tester, because I looked at his site for a little bit.
Yes.
It honestly sounds pretty interesting. So I was kind of thinking about getting into both of those.
So, dude,
Kind of
there is
similar
such a need for cybersecurity right now. You have no idea. There's such a need. Ryan is getting people. He's having some people study full time with him and get jobs within 6 months. And these jobs are starting off anywhere between $60,000 and $80,000 a year. $60,000 to $80,000 a year at 24 years old. Let's say it takes you a year. Let's say it takes you 2 years. 2 years, and then now you're 25, right? I'll give you a shout out, Mom. My mom used to say this too. She said, you said the time's going to pass anyways, right?
Yeah.
So you might as well get an education and get good at it.
Mm-hmm. And that's like 6 months after finishing the course?
No. It from the time you start the course until 6 months, typically some of these guys are getting jobs as pen testers.
Oh. Yeah, I definitely want to look into that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So that's good. Okay. Think about that. You got any more questions?
I think today that's all. Just looking forward to the inner game healing. I'm enrolled this morning, so looking forward to that. G.
You already enrolled?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh, what's your name?
It should be under Thaddeus.
Oh, yeah, I got you about an hour ago. Yeah, you're in the chat with the same name. Cool. I got you, man. All right, man. Well, listen, we'll see you on the inside, inner game healing. And have you been participating? Oh, you just about an hour ago. Did you get into the chat yet?
Yeah, I just recently got into the chat a little bit ago.
Nice. Yeah, well, we'll be seeing you in there, man. From April 10th, man, we're gonna be. I'm diving in with the coaching on April 10th. So, all right, we're gonna take another caller, buddy. But thanks so much. We see you next time. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. All right, we got an international caller here. 661. I think this is Australia. International caller, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, John, what's up? How you doing, man?
Hey, buddy. Who's this?
This is Taloa. How you been?
Oh, buddy, Taloa. How are you, buddy?
I just come back from a holiday. It was about 2 months overseas.
In Bali, right?
I was in Philippines and Bali. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me what's going on.
That was an interesting eye opener.
Tell me what's going on.
So I'm back in Australia, and my plan is I just found a new job in the mines. 2 weeks on, 1 week off, and it's paying roughly. I say I get about 3,500 in the hand per week on my week I'm working.
3,500 Australian dollars per week.
Save up maybe. Yeah, so 2 weeks on, 1 week off. Okay. I can roughly save about.
It's about $2,300 a week.
11,000 after. Sorry.
Go ahead.
So anyway, I'm just looking to save about 20K, and just to have that in the background, because after my travels and stuff, I've kind of like got to start again.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm basically saving that, but I don't really know if I should just get a house with it or just find some sort of stability. I just wanted to ask you if you like what to do after I've saved that money.
You want to buy a house in Australia? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, or yeah, just something to, I guess, just put myself in a stable situation, because I'm still, like I rented for last year. I spent like $24,000 for rent, and it kind of went to dead because I was working so much.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm just looking to put that money down on a house or something to have, because at the moment I really don't have much. I just have a lot of courses and a lot of like nothing to show for,
Do you plan to stay in Australia long term?
At the moment, I don't see a way out right now. So, yeah, for now, I don't see a way out.
Well, my mom's a big proponent of home ownership. What do you think?
Yeah, you having a home, it's always stability. You always have a place to come home to. You're not renting. No one can throw you out. You're going to build equity in that house. You can turn around and sell it and make a larger sum of money in your pocket to get a bigger house. Or it's a great idea, 100%. I think save up your cash, put your down payment, and that's your home. And it's win-win all the way around for you. That's a no-brainer for a young person who wants to who wants stability.
Mm-hmm. There you go. I think it would be good for somebody like you, Taloa. How have you been? How was your trip? You good?
Yeah, the trip was good. It was beautiful. The country's beautiful. People are beautiful. That was the first time I kind of saw that whole Asia side of things and how people live in there. So, no, it was really cool. It was eye-opener, that's for sure. I kind of wanted to travel more, but that's why I kind of asking you for the question, like, yeah, I'm looking to save up just to buy a house. But for me, I've always had the dilemma of landlocking, and I'm still, wondering, do I landlock myself or do I save up and go do that again and just keep repeating that, not really getting out of the situation of the mining game that I'm in,
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I just think at this point too, it's kind of like, between the two of us, we know that you've kind of wasted a lot of money, just kind of being quite frankly, just inconsistent. A lot of things you're doing, and I mean, it'll be a step in the right direction, I think.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for that. I just wanted to say thank you for everything you've done, man. So I'll keep listening and keep watching.
All right. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Peace out. All right. We got a little bit of a break there. All right, Mom, you got 2 calls under your belt. What do you think?
Good. Very good.
Yeah, you feeling good?
Yes.
Good time. Let me go to the chat real quick. Shout out to Ragnar Odinson, 499 super chat says, shout out to Mama MLD. Thank you for giving birth to John. We appreciate you. He sent $5 super chat. So we got anything to say to that?
Well, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. The phone lines are open, guys. 657-383-1318. By the way, go ahead and smash the like button. The like button is the most important metric YouTube uses to push this video out and about. So go ahead, push the like button right now. It's free. We got 110 people in the house. We got 69 likes. Come on, folks. What's going on? Smash the like button. We got to get it going on here. Let me see what everyone else says. We got a couple. If you have a question in the chat, and you want to send a super chat, go ahead. Mark, in my opinion, he says, music is a part of the machine, teaching you to waste your money, to poison your body with drugs and alcohol, how to be unsuccessful, and treat the women around you to be promiscuous women. Pure garbage. Yeah. You know, they did a study too that women who listen to hip hop music are more promiscuous. You know, and it's just common sense. Like if you just listen to shit music all the time, you know, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna sell drugs, I'm gonna, you know, have sex with your girlfriend, I'm gonna cheat on you, you know. Well, if you put that in your mind, like, are people this dumb, Mom? Like, do you not realize if you sit around, you know, putting that in your mind all day, of course you're gonna live a shit life.
I remember when you guys were little, I wouldn't allow you to listen to that music.
Mm-hmm.
It was forbidden in the house.
That's right. That is right. Okay. Shout out to Casey Morgan. She says, with the $2 donation, Jonathan's mom is so supportive and sweet. That she is. My mom's been cooking. Oh boy, I've been eating good, man. My mom, been eating good, man. That's why I'm getting so big and strong here in the gym. All right, we got a caller, 760 area code. Let's bring it on. 760, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, MLD, it's Milagros.
Hello, how are you?
Doing good. I have a question kind of for your mom here. I have a lot of, there's a lot of conflict going on in my family right now because I've explained to my mom that I've distanced myself from my middle brother and my sister. My sister is a big, like, red flag. She's like what the red pill, like, always talks about. She didn't have a serious boyfriend until she was in her 30s, and then she, quote unquote, got pregnant. You know, she got knocked up by this guy. She treats him like shit. I went to a vacation with them, and she told him in front of his kids that he's a piece of shit, all that stuff. So I've distanced myself from her. She doesn't like that I'm conservative. I like Trump, but I like guns. And she distanced herself from my oldest brother as well. And she talks really badly about him, which to me really hurts because he has helped me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then my middle brother, he is gay. He's 40 years old, full-blown gay. And my parents know that I struggled with, like, having sex with women in my early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And I told them, like, I'm going to go get help. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. It's just, like, it feels like a black hole because it's empty, you know, there's no purpose. And so I finished with all of that when I was 23. I had a really good priest that helped me walk through that. And my mom was really happy. And now my brother, my middle brother, he moved in with my parents, 40-year-old man. Moved back in with my parents because his relationship with his boyfriend didn't work out. And I was going to go visit them and introduce them to my man. And I found out that he was living there, and I was like, well, I think I just won't go because, you know, like, to be honest with you, I'm going to start, like, a fight because I'm like, why are you taking advantage of my parents? They're old. Like, let them, you know, live in peace and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was really cool to me and, like, accidentally sent some text to me thinking he was sending it to his friend.
Mm-hmm.
So I confronted him and I told my parents, like, I don't want anything to do with him. He never helped me through, like, I moved out when I was 18. So, like, he never helped me, never called, never checked up on me. He wasn't, like, a good big brother like my oldest brother is.
Mm-hmm.
So now my parents kind of have had this idea that they've told me, like, I'm dividing the family and that I'm separating and that I'm trying to copy my oldest brother who moved to Pennsylvania so he could provide a life for his kids, not necessarily to separate from my parents, but my parents are just thinking very selfishly around that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've also explained to them that my sister is not a good example. She doesn't cook. She doesn't clean. My mom does everything for them. She's very rude and disrespectful to her man. And I don't think that it's something that, my man and I are getting pretty serious. We're going to have children, all that stuff. And it's just not something I want my children around.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I've found that it's just not necessary, like, I can be cordial and be like, hello, have a good day. But, like, the relationship that she expects me to have with them is just kind of broken now. And I don't know how to go about this because my mom and I used to talk every day, and like I'm getting like all sad now.
It's okay.
And I feel like my relationship with my parents is kind of like dissipating because I'm not accepting their gay son or their disrespectful daughter, and it's everything against that they taught me. So I don't know where this is like coming from, and I think it's just coming from like a, you know, maybe your mom can explain, like it's just the parents' love and they just want their children together. I don't know.
Well, Mom, just remember on YouTube when you talk about the gay stuff. Just go ahead.
No. You know, listen, this is serious. You can't help where you were born, what you were born into, or who your parents are. But that's the family you were born into. However, doesn't mean you have to stay in that family and accept all the trauma and drama that's going on. You can leave. You can exit yourself mentally in order for you to become stronger and more healthy emotionally. And there's nothing wrong with emotionally breaking off from your family so you can be stronger. And if you stay around this drama and chaos, you would never be able to grow and become all that you can be, because it seemed like you are trying really hard to get your life together.
Yeah.
And because you're trying and you want this, sometimes you have to go away. Some people I know, they left the town that they were raised in.
Mom, can I just, Milagros,
Mhm.
can I tell her a little bit about your background and what you've overcome?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I mean, did you do time or were you just arrested?
I did. I was in prison because I had sex with a female Marine when I was drunk, and she was drunk, and she decided to basically say I raped her the next day. And to protect my ex at the time, I said I wasn't drunk, so it looked like I intentionally went in there to hurt her.
But so you did some time for rape, and then you got out, and now you're entrepreneur. She does ladies' nails. She's really good. She makes her own money. She only deals with high clientele. She's working really hard. She's been working with me for a couple of months now, watching the show. I'm close to it. I mean, it's been a year now, hasn't it? And she's really turned her life around.
Yeah.
And so she's really like, she is clawing away at like making her life better. She's working hard. My advice to my mom, I'll tag you back in here. My advice to you is very simple, sweetheart. Look, this happens when you're around people that you used to be at a low level with them, with all due respect to your family. But once you elevate, a lot of people, they cannot elevate with you. And what they're going to do is they're going to try and tear you down and pull you back down into the hell, pull you back down into the chaos. And, you know, that's what's happening right now. So you have to understand that right now you want to have a baby, you want to have a family, you want to have a peaceful life, and you know you just want, like, you're a decent girl. You don't want to do any drugs, party, go out and be like a crazy psychopath. So you have to protect your peace. You have to protect your mind. And in this situation, you're not in the wrong. And then the thing is, when you're around people, right? When you're around people who are drinking, or you're around people who are doing drugs, or you're around people who are liars, or you're around people who are manipulators, or you're around people who are cheaters, or you're around people who are stealing, right? And or they're always drama following them around. You see, that is anti-success. That stuff is anti-success. And as a person who has already done so much work to turn your life around, you have to understand that you are, and this is different, and you know, this is real. You are a special person, because the majority of people don't turn their lives around. The majority of people, they can't take accountability. The majority of people will blame everybody, and they're just the eternal victim, and woe is me, and they just can't get their shit together. And you have to get away from those people. You have to isolate yourself. I mean, my mom, she left Trinidad because she just didn't want to be around all those people in the sticks, right? That's why you left them. You don't want to go back to Trinidad, right? So, Mom, what do you think?
Yeah.
Speaking to my...
Moving away is very important for your success. emotionally also.
Mhm.
Not only physically, but emotionally. You have to break those emotional ties with people who are toxic and bring in drama into your life, because they, when you, it's like going up a ladder. You get up to, and you're trying to get to the 10th floor. You get up to the 5th floor, and here they come, clawing you and dragging you down to the 1st floor. And you keep trying again. You go up, you get yourself elevated. When you're around toxic people, they drag you down again, and it becomes a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
It's like going around and around in a circle, and you cannot move forward when you keep surrounding yourself with toxic people and people who are, who are not getting their life together. So it's important to break away, and you don't feel bad about it. Don't feel guilty. You cannot save them until you save yourself.
Mhm.
Taking care of you is priority right now.
You got that?
Okay.
Are you watching at home?
Yeah.
Can you watch? There's actually a module in the Inner Game Healing video course. This is called Toxic Friends, Family, Jobs, and Relationships. What I'm going to do, I'm going to actually put this module on the screen right now and play it for you. And just take a listen. And I hope this can help you out. And we're here for you. I'm just a DM away too. And you're doing a great job. Remember when you were at the beginning, you're having trouble finding a guy, and it was tough and it was frustrating. You were very just upset about it. And now look at you got a guy. And guess what?
Yeah.
You're an overcomer, Milagros. You're a person that has overcome. You've already, how many
Yeah.
people Mom, that in and out of
Yeah.
jail, like a
Yeah.
fucking revolving door.
Yep. Yes.
And you turn your life around, and you were blind, and now you can see. So your pattern is success. You know what I mean? This is why when you date people who are like coming after, man or woman, broken relationship after broken relationship after broken relationship, that's their pattern, because they're stuck. They're broken. They're mentally diseased people. They're sick in the mind. You're not like that. You have overcome. You've already did the hardest work.
Mhm.
The second hardest thing, and it's sad, and I had to leave behind my friends in America to elevate myself to where I am now. And it's funny, when I go back, they try to like put me back into that previous mold that I was there. I'm like, no, motherfucker. Like, I'm an internet millionaire now. How dare you? Don't you dare. So you're gonna have to.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate, but if you stick around it, you're gonna suffer. And here's the thing: even if you go back, even if you don't take our advice fully, and you don't go and listen to us and take the advice, you'll notice you're smart enough, you'll catch the pattern, and eventually you'll just feel enough pain. They're just like, I'm over it. I just fucking over it, and I'm done. And you'll finally walk away, and that's when you're gonna get to the next level.
Yeah, they will suck the life out of you. And then you are so tired and so exhausted. And the older you get, it's harder to fight these battles. While you're young, you have to pick up and just say, look, I'm breaking off. I'm going to build myself up. I don't want to be like this clan that I came from.
Mhm.
I want to make a better life for myself. And you have to be strong and be determined and say, this is what I'm going to do. Don't worry about whose feelings you hurt. I'm sorry. You guys are not going anywhere. I need to go somewhere. And I'm not going to let guilt and shame and condemnation hold me back. And families can
Yeah.
do that to their siblings, bring a lot of guilt and shame to you, and say, like, you shouldn't be doing this. You need to stick with the family. Who do you think you are? No, not because you're born in that family, you're going to be like that family. You have to exit and find people like yourself who are going places. So that's my advice to you. I've had to do that with some family members. I really had to cut them off because they weren't going anywhere, and they always try to make me feel bad about myself. And I'm like, no, I am not like you people. I'm different. I am not, not because I was born in this family, I'm going to behave like all of you. So that's something you really got to get into your mind. And don't feel guilty
Yeah.
about it. Cut it off and keep it moving. Keep elevating.
Shut up and take my
Thank
money.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're gonna do fine, sweetie.
Thank you. Okay. Sorry. I just it's just sometimes like it's weird that, you know, with me when I was that young, like it was the push was to fix me, right? Like something was going wrong, and then now it's like open arms with my brother's homosexuality. It's like, what's going on with my parents? But I see what you're saying. The whole like they'll bring you down. I feel like my siblings are bringing my parents down. They're taking them away from their morals, their values, everything they believe in, and I just don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to accept it.
And you know, and here's the way. The way you do it is like, you know, like right now, like my mom is with her husband, and everything's good with us. But I got away from America to level myself up, and I'm at such a level now that if anything were to go wrong with my mom and husband, or any kind of toxic situation would happen with any family members, I am rich enough and I'm powerful enough that I can go in there and I can save my mom, and I can say, you can come live with me. We can figure something out. I get your own place, you know. So get to the point where you can level yourself up, level up with your man, and then, you know, if eventually it gets bad with your parents, you know, you be strong enough and powerful enough and financially free enough to, you know, save them and help them.
Oh yeah, I've been out. I live in San Diego. They live all the way up in Northern California. I've been away from them for many years now. I just the communication I have with my mom we're very tight. That's my best friend, you know. And like lately, it hasn't been, and it's kind of the happiest time in my life because I found my life partner. So it's kind of also sad, like why are you making me the bad guy? But I see what you're saying. Like they're all gonna do that, right? Whether it's toxic people or toxic family, like they're all gonna make you the bad guy so you can come back down with them.
You know, and you're Christian too,
Yeah,
right? You're Christian too. You said you're Catholic, and
I'm
so
Catholic,
yeah,
and I believe in Christ.
the Bible says, you know, once you get married, you leave your parents and you go, right? Mom, what do you always tell me if it came down to me taking care of you in an old folks home or going and get married, have a kid? What do you always say?
No, let him go and have a family and enjoy his life.
You said,
Yeah.
tell him what you said. You said, leave me to die in an old folks home.
Yes. Yes. Like go and
Oh my
enjoy
God.
your life. That's the way it should be. I don't want to be a burden to my children. I just want them to be happy.
Yeah. So Milagros, that's what we got for you, baby. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. And we'll be seeing you in the chat, and we'll be back tonight. Call back. All right. If you want to.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. And shout out to our man. Looks like Darian just signed up for the Inner Game Healing Summit. Big ups to you, my friend. Thank you for signing up. All right. So we got 971. You're up next. And then we have 732. But Mom, we got a super chat. Okay. Super chat's when they send money. So somebody has sent us $10 and he has a question. He has a question for you. He says, hey, Mama MLD, I can't call, but I want to ask you a question about my girlfriend. She was a virgin when I met her, but she's a little bit on the masculine side and has no domestic skills. Can I train her, or does her inability and brokenness in these areas make her a lost cause?
No, not at all. She's a prize. How old is she?
Yeah, how old is she? There, Alien Elite. Let us know how old she's, but probably, I mean, I doubt she's like a 35-year-old virgin, you know? Go ahead.
Well, she needs someone to speak into her life and teach her if she's teachable. If she is a virgin, was a virgin with you, that's amazing. I would not let this girl go any place. I would spend time to teach her and show her. And
she's 22.
Oh, well, she's very teachable.
Yeah.
Very teachable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have someone speak into her life.
Yeah. And this comes back. And so I'm gonna tag me in here, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
This is why we talk about frame. Okay. Because if the man is the leader of the relationship, right,
yes,
Mom?
Yes.
Wives are supposed to do what to their husband? Say that again.
Submit.
Or do you submit to your husband?
Absolutely.
Right. And is there anything wrong with a woman submitting to the husband?
Not at all.
Really? Okay.
Not at all. That's the way it should be. It's a healthy relationship when the man takes the lead and takes care of the home
Mhm.
and he teaches his wife.
Yep.
It's very important to sit down and talk to her because women love to be talked to. They love to be they love communication, and talking to her and teaching her, she will value that so much coming from you because she's looking up to you as the leader, whether you believe it or not. So yes, keep her, teach her, and help her.
Yeah, and you have to. This is also. You have to be able to be the man and be the leader, because if you don't, someone else will. You know, social media will come for her mind, or
Yeah.
some bad friends, hoe friends. I mean, how many times do you see a married woman get caught up with hoe friends and the whole marriage and relationship falls apart?
Yep, you have to keep away bad influences from her. And is it, there's a great book called The Five Love Languages.
Mm-hmm.
It would be great if you both can read that book.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to help you understand her,
Mm-hmm.
and she is going to understand you if you can read it together.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And keep the bad friends away. Protect her. You should be the protector also.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's your donation.
Hello there.
We've answered. Well, thank you, Mr. AJ Singh. He just signed up to become a member of the Haunted Army. Appreciate you. Put some red pill emojis in the chat for him. Rory F. He says, "Mama MLD is a wise woman." Well, yes, you are, Mom. I've been yelling. I've been yelling at my mom to start her own YouTube channel since 2019, and she just doesn't want to do it. You know, but it's okay. We're gonna get her there.
I've been counseling one-on-one for probably 18 years.
There's a lady in the chat. She says, "What do you think is the best advice for young people in the 20s?"
Far as what goes?
Just general advice. It's kind of hard to get. It's kind of vague.
Well, yeah, it depends on what they, finding a stability and
Yeah.
and a family. I would say today in today's society, it's get married and have a family.
Yeah.
It's because the family is under attack.
Yep.
And if you can find a spouse, get married, be the old-fashioned traditional family, you're going to have a lot of happiness.
Yeah. You know, and because of the divorce laws, the way that's structured, it's hard for these guys to get on board with the marriage because, it's hard to, it's hard to discern for these guys too.
Right.
But there are ways to protect yourself, prenuptial agreements, putting your stuff in a trust. There are ways, but I do believe in these growingly and crazy times to have a family and have a strong unit. It's so powerful. You know what I mean?
And stay away from social media.
Yeah, tell me about it. All right, guys. Go ahead and smash the like button, guys. We got over 150 people in here and only 113 likes. What is going on, guys? Wake up. Come on, go get some coffee. Snap out of it. We got some callers, Mom. You ready?
Yep.
Let's go to 971. They've been holding on. 971, you're on the air.
Hi, good morning, Jonathan.
Hey, good morning. Who's this?
Casey.
Hey, what's going on? How can we help you?
Hi, so I just had a question. So I live in a family that's like very not the same as me. I'm completely opposite from a lot of my family. I believe in like marriage once. I also believe like taking care of the household, cooking, cleaning, submitting to your husband. And my family is like completely the opposite. Or like when I say the word submit, they like give me like this weird feeling of like, oh my God, why would you say that? You're setting women back. And I want to know like, how do I deal with like being in a family that's like super social media oriented, super overweight and doesn't want to take care of their health, and as well as like when they mentally attack me on the things that I say and that I believe.
So how old are you?
I'm 24 actually.
Well, you sound like you on a good path for a healthy life and a healthy relationship. If you believe in submitting to your husband, that is that's amazing. You are winning already. And then you have to find a husband that is, of course, worthy of being submitted to, you know, because and staying away from your toxic family is important. You have to get good friends, get people who are on the same, who have the same mindset as you, and just build a community of people like you around you. So I would say just stay away from your toxic family. Don't listen to them.
It's kind of hard to stay away from them because I live at home right now.
Are your parents divorced?
My mom was actually never married when she had me.
Oh, so this kind of like a man-hating household.
Yeah, both of my brothers are severely obese, and my mom kind of treats men like they're trash, and she does the whole feminist thing of like women make less than men, women are treated poorly compared to men in the workplace. And I try to tell her all these facts of like, well, that's not true. This is like the reason why in some professions men make more. And I try and tell her all these things, but she doesn't want to listen to me because I started learning about all of this when I was 22. And I'm 24 now.
Yeah, and you live in like a pretty liberal state, right? You live in Oregon on the West Coast?
I live in Portland, actually. Very liberal.
Yeah, the thing is with these like
Oregon. I'm from Wyoming.
Okay, so yeah, you're from Wyoming, but yeah, when you live in these liberal cities and these liberal, values, and it's just look around. Those cities they're being rotted away, rotted in immorality and disgustingness, and so it's just the thing is, you should thank God and thank yourself that you have seen the light, and then work on your exit strategy. And I'm telling you, when you get away from these toxic people, it's like a weight is taken off of you and you naturally just elevate and get to the next level. It's like it's a modern miracle, really. Mom, you got anything to add?
Yeah, you have to make a plan to exit. So to get out of that household.
I've actually been planning since last year. I got a TEFL certificate, and I've been planning since high school, but I plan on moving to Japan either at the end of this year or the beginning of next year to teach English.
There you go.
Just because I need to get away from them very far to space myself. And I think having that time zone difference, like that big time zone difference, is going to help me because then there's not very huge windows of time where they can talk to me.
Good.
Yeah.
Very good.
There you go. There you go.
That's a good plan.
Cool. All right, Casey. Well, thanks so much for the $2 and thanks for calling in. All right. We'll see you a little bit later.
Of course. And your mom is so sweet, by the way. She's so sweet.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Have a good one, Casey. Bye-bye.
Of course. You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Sound out. There we go. All right. Loud Puck says, oh my God, that's MLD's mom. Big W. Big W means big win. That means a good thing. WMLD. He says, my mom is a crazy liberal. Mom, you work die hard with the Republican Party.
Yes.
In Florida. You pray. You prayed for Roger Stone. You prayed for all these guys. You met them. You're the prayer leader. What do you see with the chaos that's happening right now in America?
Well, I told John years ago, I used to go and speak at a rehab center, and in this rehab there was probably 200 men, and I worked with them, and I saw the attack on the white male, and this was probably in 2014, and I called John and I said, John, there's something going on in this country with the white male. I'm in Daytona Beach, and the beach is fested with homeless white male. Then I go to the rehab. all young white men in the rehab suffering with drug addiction. So I'm like, something is wrong. There's an attack on the white American men who are smart. These guys are super smart, super talented. And I just couldn't get a grip on what was going on. But I said, there's something going on here. And then when I started to work with the Republican Party, it all made sense. I started to hear this. The attack on the white man was so strong. So, yeah, that's my take on it. It's an attack on the white American male.
Yeah, they're demonizing people for being white.
Yep.
Like being white as evil, because white guilt is a big thing. You know what I mean?
It's not as bad on the white women as the
white women are cancer. We both know this.
Well, but the men getting attacked seriously. So, but at the Republican Party, they fight back. They are fighting. We are doing an amazing job helping Republicans to get in office. And this last midterm election in Brevard County, Brevard County won with a landslide. The Republican Party did. So,
and then what's going on now with the whole, clown circus of Donald Trump being arrested. They're going to arrest him. This is the first time they have ever indicted a former president in the history. And dude, so many of these presidents have so much dirt. They all could get it. But it seems to me we can't even talk about our opinions about the election on this channel.
Right.
Because we'll get deleted.
Right.
We can't tell it. And that alone is scary.
Yeah.
But it seems like they are just trying to keep, because Donald Trump actually was like, I say what you want to say about the guy, but the economy was good. Gas was cheap. Everything was good and then if your eyes were open and you were smart, you saw all of the slaves of the society, the celebrities, the musicians, the social media companies attacking this man 24/7, 365. And for me to see that gigantic shift and then to see them turning a blind eye to fucking President shit in my pants, Joe Biden, and his son who's smoking crack and using presidential money to smoke crack and have sex with prostitutes, and they're turning a blind eye. I mean, do they just think we're all dumb? So clearly something is up. Something was up. Shout out to Mark R. He just signed up for Inner Game Healing. You want to add anything to that, Mom? I'm going to take a caller. We have 5 callers on the line now.
Yep, let's go.
Okay. Guys, smash the like button. We have 154 of you in the house. 136. Smash the like, or I'm going to unplug my mom's microphone and kick her out the studio.
Oh, you're funny.
All right, let's go to 732. 732, you are on the air with MLD and Mama MLD. What's up?
Jonathan, MLD, what's going on, brother?
Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me.
How are you? This is Scott, Brent's brother. What's going on?
Hey, man, how are you?
Hey, I'll make it quick. I just want to say great meeting you in Canada. It was an awesome weekend, even though I only caught Sunday portion, but great hanging out with you.
Yes, it was a good time.
And after I met you on Sunday, I went on Justin Mark's boot camp. Great experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was such a great week altogether, man.
Good, man. I'm glad you had a good time. How can I help you today?
Yeah, so I'm moving. So I'm currently living in Nashville, and I'm also going to be living in Oklahoma for a month. So I'm trying to decide between the two cities. And one big question I have for you is, it's difficult for me to meet like-minded guys. I mean, obviously we have the community. Our community is great, by the way, but my question is, where do you go to meet like-minded guys who share the same opinions and who want to, work together one day, whether it's, going out, having a couple of drinks or like running games together or possibly working together. It's difficult to find like-minded guys out there. I just wanted to get your advice.
Yeah, I got this one. So you just have to be yourself, which is, money, muscles, gang frame, all that stuff, right? And you'll find the right person as you continue to be yourself. You'll by being yourself, you'll expose yourself to people who will like you, and then you can be able to bring those people into your life. And I will say this though, you have to understand, I'm gonna tell you something right now. When you decide to be an above average man, okay, or you decide to be an above average person, good friends are hard to find. What do you say, Mom? Do you think you agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
How old is he?
I'm 27.
Do you get involved in politics at all?
A little bit. I try to stay away from politics.
Because there's a lot of like-minded people in the young Republican party, and they just don't do only politics. They do a lot of other things. But that would be a nice group to get involved with. You meet a lot of young professionals. People are going places in their life. A lot of businessmen and businesswomen are involved in the young Republican party, and there's a lot of groups everywhere throughout the country.
Yeah, and it is just hard to find quality people, because quality people are rare.
Yeah.
How many good friends do you have, Mom?
Maybe 5.
They can't see your hand.
5, maybe 5.
Oh man, oh man, oh man.
I have hundreds of acquaintances, but
yeah,
probably really good close friends, maybe 5.
Where's that air conditioning remote? Let's turn that air conditioning on. It's getting hot here. Yeah, man. And this is what I say too, right? So Scott, we're pals. Your brother's your pal, right? Thank you. And I always say supplement what you can't get physically with what you can get digitally. So for example, Harry Zikos, I don't know if Harry's in the chat. Harry's a great friend of mine. I literally love Harry. Harry's a great guy. And I call Harry like three to 4 times a week. Right? I call him and talk to him. There's people in the, Wraith, in the Masculine Empowerment Network. I talk to Justin Mark. I talk to Paul from Apex Mindset. I call them. I talk to Ryan Fowler on a weekly basis. These are all my friends. And I don't have them physically next to me, but I have them digitally. And then I have friends here in Tokyo as well that are good friends, And then, you kind of just, you kind of get what you can around certain people. Like, my personal trainer, I like the kid because he's 28 and he's got a winner's mindset. And, we work out together, and he's like also my friend, but there's a business relationship there because I pay him for the training sessions. Make sense?
Right.
But it is hard to do, man. It is hard.
Yeah,
it is hard.
Yeah. Some guys you can only use in one certain aspect. Like some guys are really good with game, but they're not good with money. And vice versa. Some guys are really good with money, not so good with game. So you have to put certain guys in situations that they're better in as well. Not every guy is going to be really good at the 4 things that we always say: money, muscles, game, frame. So
yeah, exactly.
Shut up and take my money.
It's just it's not.
Yeah, totally makes sense.
Yeah, it is just gonna take time. And then when you have these friendships, you want to cultivate them and hold on to them tight. Because a good friend, is hard to find. But when you have a good friend, is a good friend, man. I got a great friend here in Japan. He lives north of me. He lives in Saitama. His name is Alex, and I love my friend Alex. I love my friend Alex. I love my friend Edwin. If you watch the Sneeko video, and me and Sneeko are training the guy with the smaller frame, he's dark skinned. He's from Guyana. His name is Edwin, and he's a great friend of mine. and I'm just blessed to have such good people around me. People like people like Japan D Jones. He's a streamer. He's a pal of mine too. We're more acquaintances than we're deep friends. But me and Edwin are. Me and Alex are. And just like-minded people is what you want to be around.
Yeah, totally. I'm not going to take up too much of your time because I know you got other callers, but I'll just put myself out there more.
Okay, thank you so much, Scott. We'll talk to you later.
All right, take care.
Okay, bye-bye. You remember Brent?
Yes.
Remember Brent? Brent, you said he would follow me. You felt like he would follow me into war?
Yeah. Yes.
That's his brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember him.
Yeah, Brent's a good guy.
Miami.
Yeah, in Miami, exactly. Mama MLD has met some of the members in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you've met my mom. Brianne Solis, $5 super chat. She says, listen to Tom McDonald's music. He writes songs about today's clown world. Sorry for the interruption, and hello to you, MLD, and Mama MLD. She sends you a heart. Aussie Darklighter, $10 super chat. He says, MLD, I finally decided I'm worthy of the investment to fix my inner game, become healthy, and addressed a troubled relationship with me and my dad. Thanks for investing in men like me. See you in Telegram. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. And then Landon James, he just sent us $20. He says, shout out to MLD. I thank you for showing me what inner game is. I've learned a lot from you over the years. Mom, let me ask you something. You see what I'm doing with the Inner Game Healing Summit and all the counseling I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
You see some of the stuff behind the scenes and how these men are suffering. What do you say to these men who may be thinking, should I join this? Should I get my internal world sorted out? Or should I just try to go to the gym and exercise and figure out? What do you think, honestly?
Honestly, you must get healed inside. There's a lot of wounds that people have inside of their heart, their mind, their will, their emotions. And unless that is healed, the outside, you can fix the outside temporarily, but you must take care of the inside first. It's like having a car and not taking care of the engine and just shining it, washing it, painting it, but you're not taking care of the oil change, it's not going to work well. So with a person, you must take care of your mind, your will, and your emotions. And if that's not fixed, there's always going to be a problem.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I always say this personally when I kind of recovered from some of, the things that I was dealing with. Once you solve that trauma, once you solve all that stuff, like your life kind of naturally starts elevating.
Yeah. Getting rid of bitterness and unforgiveness and learning how to do that is very important, especially unforgiveness. Unforgiveness destroys you from within.
Yeah.
So I know this is all taught in the class. So
yeah, well, we know what we say. We say resentment is like you drinking the poison and hoping the other person dies.
Yes, and learning how to do that, how to get rid of unforgiveness and bitterness, is very, very important. Mm-hmm. That's one of the key factors of being successful. Mm-hmm. Which your, like you call it, your inner game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And lots of wounds of rejection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we got 509, 303, and then 818. Let's go to the calls. Let's see. You guys call right now. You got 45 minutes left to call in, to get in. And once these phone lines are clear, we're going to go away, and we'll be back tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time again. So, and don't forget, right now, if you have not been paying attention, Inner Game Healing is open for enrollment. So go to innergamehealing.com right now. Click this big blue button. It says click here to sign up. And when you sign up, we'll shout you out here on the channel.
Shut up and take my money.
It is a massive, massive, massive investment into yourself. And it is only $297. It is so cheap. It is insulting. Ryan, the Eating Warrior, just sent a $5 super chat. He says $297 is an easy purchase for helping fix your entire life, in my opinion. Think of what you spend on that much. Think of what you spend that much on per month. Does it help you? easy choice for me, right? How many of these people buying Chipotle $300 a month, alcohol $300 a month, drugs $300 a month, marijuana, prostitutes? Some guy called in yesterday and he said, I'm addicted to prostitutes, but they heal me, they soothe me.
Temporarily.
Yeah. Let's go to the call. Let's go to the phone lines. Here we go. We got 509 is up next.
Hey, what's up, John?
509, you're on the line. What's up?
This is Rafferty. Hey, John, this is Rafferty. Can you hear me?
Hey, what's up, buddy? I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I got hopefully a quick question, but my dad came and visited me for my birthday, and we were talking a bunch and got to reconciling a bit. But one of the things that we were talking about was one of my future plans for real estate. With me having my hot dog cart and everything, he was saying that I would need 2 years of work history to try to get another mortgage loan. I'm just trying to get some advice on how to, I've already talked to my real estate agent to see if there's, a way around that. And she's looking into it for me, but so I'm just trying to figure out if I need to just buckle down for the next 2 years and just try to get through it, or should I try to pursue alternative methods to get my next house?
Well, you don't have to wait 2 years. If you have 20% to put down, you will be qualified. You might get a high interest rate, but 20% is all you need to put down. Do you have a house right now?
Yeah, I have a house right now, and I'm currently using it for rental property. So it's a 5-bedroom house. I live in one, and the other 4 are occupied.
So, and he makes about. So you want to talk about your net profit on that per month? It's up to you.
Yeah. So my mortgage and all my utilities and everything comes to about $1,500 to $1,600, depending on how much energy is used. During the summer, it gets a lot higher, but wintertime it drops. So it averages about $1,600 a month, and I'm pulling in about $1,800. Might be pulling in a little bit more this year.
$1,800 profit?
So I know it's about $200 profits. I'm break even plus getting some.
Okay.
So is that house homestead?
Basically.
Is that your homestead?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So it is your primary resident. Now that.
Yes, it is.
Okay. In order to get another property, it's a great idea to get another property if that's what you want to do. And but if you have 20%, you should be fine if you have great credit. I used to be a mortgage broker also, and I have a real estate license. So 20% would get you into another property. It's a great idea. I think it is. There's no, you couldn't go wrong buying property. It goes up.
So is that regardless of my self-employment status, or is that?
Yeah. Well, how long you've been self-employed?
Like a couple months.
So I just barely started this. So I started the LLC in February. I have about 2 weeks of actual sales under my belt.
Okay,
so,
but I'm
still trying to get ahead of everything.
Okay, but you have income taxes for the past 2 years?
No, he just started.
No, prior to that. Prior.
Oh, not for this company, no.
No, but period. You had in the last 2 years, did you file income taxes?
Yes.
Yes. Well, that's good. And what kind of work did you do? Is it pretty much in the same line?
No. So I guess kind of. I went from food to office work to now I'm back into food.
Well, that shows consistency. So I don't see I don't think it's going to be hard at all. You need to go to a mortgage broker, let them pull your credit. If you have the 20% to put down on the property, you should be home free. Shouldn't have a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Have you talked to a mortgage broker?
I appreciate it. That was my question.
Yeah, but have you
I haven't talked to a mortgage lender yet.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to a broker yet because I currently don't have the 20%.
Well,
so I'm not going to try to waste their time until I actually am ready.
But you know what? It's not too bad. I don't know what state you live in, but
Texas.
Oh, it should be much easier. Texas is very, very easy to buy a house. So you need to go and speak to a mortgage broker and let them give you sound advice according to the laws of that state.
Yeah.
And that then you know exactly what you're working towards, you know. So you know, matter of fact, this is what is the state laws are. This is what you might even have to put 20%. In Florida is 20% because Florida is a, you know, real estate is very in demand there. But you might get 90, 10% down. So just go to a mortgage broker and get some sound advice according to the state.
All right.
All right.
Awesome. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Best wishes.
All right, buddy. Take care. We'll chat soon.
Okay,
right.
Bye.
You know what I forgot for Milagros, if she is still watching, I forgot I was going to play this module. So this is a module from the Inner Game Healing video course that comes with the course when you sign up. And the title is Toxic Family, Friends, Jobs, and Relationships. It's 5 minutes and 35 minutes long. But I really think it's important because that seems to be a lot of people dealing with toxic relationships today on today's episode. And this is something we're exclusively covering and more in the Get Your Game Healing Summit. I'm going to go ahead and share this right now. Take a look, and we'll be right back. Toxic friends, family, jobs, and relationships. This one's going to be a little uncomfortable, but it is a necessary conversation we need to have to get you to the next level. Look, there's no negotiation. If you want to elevate yourself to have the maximum amount of positive inner game that will lead you to get the ideal life that you want, there is no room for negative, toxic people in your life. Here is the ultimate way to know if someone is negative and or toxic in your life. If this person that you're interacting with leaves, and after the interaction, you feel drained, you feel tired, you feel emotionally exhausted, then that is a problem. Okay, and that is a toxic person. In 2019, I was at a low point for myself. And the year had started, and I said to myself, here you are again. Now you are 33 and you are still an English teacher. You are not pursuing your dreams. You're not doing what you want to do. Something has got to change. And at that point, I said, you know what? I'm done with the naysayers. I'm done with negative people telling me things can't be done. Any friend that's negative, or I feel exhausted after I'm done interacting with them, even over text, FaceTime, digital interactions, I'm cutting them out. I'm going to blindly surround myself with people who love me, who support me, and believe in me. And that year, I had a massive financial breakthrough. That year, I made the most money I'd ever made in my entire life at that point. Okay, more than the 100-figure mark, $100,000 mark, right? So it is imperative that you do this, because the thing is, you want to be maximizing your brain and your usage of your time to lift yourself up. And when you have people pulling you down, you have to use your energy to either counter these people and counter their negative talk, their counter their arguments against you, or you're just having to like constantly correct them or lift them up, whether this is a bad relationship partner or whatever. Eventually, this is going to wear away on you and the other person, okay? You have to be able to restructure your life in a way that you are surrounded by positive, uplifting, non-toxic people. And it is miraculous what happens, because you get this sense of momentum and this push upwards that the average person doesn't experience, because the average person doesn't even realize the majority of people out there are just toxic and negative. But when you create this echo chamber for yourself of positivity, of uplifting behaviors,
of good, positive mental habits, these little micro adjustments, these really push you to the next level. But it is imperative for you to know that you are going to have to make a choice. You are going to have to cut off toxic members. For example, my mom, I love her. God bless her. She did her best to raise me. She did as best as she could. My mom is a very toxic individual. And it is only a matter of time before I get in a conversation with her that devolves into some kind of blame game or argument. And this is completely
This is back then, guys. We're all good now. This was filmed in 2022.
initiated by her. So I got to the point where I realized, okay, my mom is a toxic individual. Does that mean I have to block my mom and unfriend her on Facebook? No. But what you need to do is quarantine her and quarantine the amount of time you spend with them. Now, if it's a little bit more intrusive, like a husband, a wife, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, whatever the case may be, you really have to look hard at that relationship and say, okay, if this person isn't going to change and we don't have a serious sit down talk, this relationship has to go. And I know it's an uncomfortable reality, but it is a reality. You cannot be tolerating any form of toxicity in your life if you want to be centered, have a good inner game, and that will lead you to having a wonderful life. Okay. There are no ways around this. Okay. Look at all the great people around us. Tony Robbins, right? Great speakers like Jim Rohn, all of these high performing businessmen and motivational speakers, right? Are they ever gloomy and doomy and negative? And no. They're always happy, upbeat, and they're always doing their best to create a positive environment mentally and also physically with their social circle so they can get the life that they want. It's so important. So keep that in mind. It's an uncomfortable thing to discuss, but unfortunately, it is a reality. Try it and you'll see that I'm right. Thanks. See you in the next module.
And that's one of many modules that are being here in the Inner Game Healing Summit. And, you know, we have family members in the family that are still addicted to that kind of toxicity. You know, everybody knows about Aunt Millie on this channel and how Aunt Millie still to this day just a little crazy. And it's just like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it's just, my mom has a friend too. And, you know, she's French Canadian. And the lady is just like, everything's a struggle. Everything's a fight. Everything's, it's just like a ticking time bomb before there's some kind of big emotional drama, you know, and just being around that just drains you. And you really can't get ahead when you're constantly having to fight those, you know, the energy you're using to fight them away is the same energy you could be using to lift yourself up. You know what I'm saying? And so, Mom, what do you think about that? When the people have, how many people have you seen? You've seen great men. We're not going to say, but my mom has counseled a massive mega pastor before. We're not going to say who this individual is, but this individual is a mega pastor. And this individual, the spouse of this individual, was dragging them down and down and down. You know, we see that often, right? You see that with toxic mothers holding on to their sons and, you know, keeping them there in that kind of bondage.
Well, you know, it's not that moms see their children. Like, I didn't see Jonathan past 12 years old. He was 22, 23, and in my eyes, he was 12 years old. And I think that is hard for a single mom to see. You know, you don't understand, your son is no longer a baby, he's a man. And that does play a
role in it. But
yeah,
going back to like
yeah.
I'm trying to talk about the you know, the toxic people, like
Yeah.
how, you know.
Yeah,
You know who I'm talking about. You know,
absolutely.
her name starts with the letter S.
Well,
We're not gonna say her name.
No, we can't do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but you know
Seriously,
how
can't
she
say that.
was dragging this man down like mega pastor.
Yeah, and because of her, that ministry got destroyed.
Yeah.
Totally got destroyed. This man, she is still destroying him.
Yeah.
And taking him down to nothing. So it's sad, very sad situation.
And these great people can be pulled down, right?
Mhm.
Great people can be pulled down. You know, we're kind of witnessing that right now. My mom and I have been watching what's going on with Pearl and her channel, and all these people attacking her, trying to pull her down because Pearl is elevating. And you know, these low class people are just such low life trash, and it's just unbelievable, you know, what they're doing. So let's go to the next caller. We got 303 on the line here. 303, you're on the air with MLD and Mom MLD. What's up? 303. 303 going once.
Hey, I'm here.
Hello there. How you doing?
I'm great. Thank you, MLD, Mama MLD. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I just was looking for like some general advice on like just like handling the process, you know, like trying to like put your head down and just make it as a young guy, and trying to like, you know, push the women to the side and not
Shut up and
you
take
know,
my money.
worry about them. You know, trying to get your money up.
Mm-hmm.
So how old are you?
I'm turning 27 in about 3 weeks.
Okay. So what's your question?
Well, I don't really know. I don't know. I don't really have a question, I guess.
You're just trying to build yourself up and stay away from relationships for a little while. Is that what you're trying to say?
Shut up and take my money.
Yeah, I feel like the women are kind of they're not adding value. You know,
Mhm.
obviously I still have the lust for them, but I'm not who I want to be right now. So I'm just looking for some advice, I guess, from MLD on kind of like monk mode. I hear some guys talk about that kind of process, but
Well, here's the thing. Okay. What? Tell me what you do. Are you chasing women right now? Is that how are you chasing them? You on dating apps? You chasing them? You getting dates? Or are you just chasing it and you're unsuccessful?
no, I'm not chasing them at all. I'm not worried about them. But you know, I have some interactions with them at work, and it's a little flirty, and then I start thinking about them, and I know I should just go to the gym, or I should, you know, self-educate and stuff like that.
So what? Instead, you just sit at home and think of these women?
No, not that I'm sitting at home and thinking of them. They're just a distraction.
Mm-hmm. So you just need to get on your purpose, brother. Like nobody's gonna come and cheerlead you on. You need to be a man and get your shit done. What do you do for a living?
I'm a manager at a restaurant.
Okay. And how much do you make a year?
About 40, 50.
And what are you trying to do with your life?
Say 48. I want a simple life. I just want to make some money to get some property and get away from all this shit, out of the big city.
Mm-hmm. You want to buy a house? As you said, buy property?
Yeah, I want land.
Okay. Have you talked to a mortgage broker?
Well, I don't have the money yet. I don't have the capital for that. So I'm starting. I got hit by
So
a car
what?
a couple months ago. I had surgery on my knee.
No, I don't care. You can pick up the goddamn
I'm not
phone.
making.
Listen, be quiet. Okay. You can pick up the phone and call a mortgage broker. Okay. You can pick up the phone, call a mortgage broker.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what you don't know right now. You know, you might say, how much money you want to have, you think you got to save up? You don't know. How much you need to put down? You don't know. What's your credit score?
Shit, not high enough.
What's your credit score?
It's like 650.
Okay. Why is your credit score in the toilet?
Just financial illiteracy when I was younger.
What does that mean? Credit cards, student loans, what?
Credit cards, loans, stupid shit. I'm not in any debt now. I'm good now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So then you need to build your credit up as well. How long have you been at this restaurant?
About 18 months.
What were you doing before?
I was on unemployment from COVID, but I've been in the restaurant industry for over a decade.
Are you using drugs and partying?
No, I'm not. I smoke a little bit of weed. I live in California. I don't spend too much money on it, but
well, listen. If
that's
you sit
about
around,
it
if you're
for
sitting,
me.
listen to me. If you're sitting around smoking weed and you're unhappy with your life, you have to earn the right to smoke weed. Okay, you have to be successful if you're going to smoke some weed. Okay, and you haven't earned the right, especially at 27. You know, like, what are you doing? You know, you're working in a restaurant. What's your big life plan? How are you going to financially make these things happen? Because you're talking. I mean, quite frankly, you're just talking shit. Because you say you want to get this property. You haven't talked to anybody that knows about property. You're like one of these delusional women who sit there and lie to themselves. Like, oh, yeah, like I'm, in my 40s and I've fucking had sex with 100 men and I'm old and I'm ugly. But my Prince Charming is coming. That's how you sound. For a guy like me who is about my business, you sound like a clown, bro. Say this with love, but you're not about it. You're like these people in California who talk and talk and talk and talk, but there's no walk. What have you been doing for the last 27 years of your life that has led you to become a manager making $40,000 a year, $50,000 a year in California? Why aren't you trying to get a higher income earning skill?
Well, I pretty much just got, the red pill about 8 months ago, whatever, and then I got hit by a car. I'm not trying to make excuses. But
you are making excuses. Well,
18
to 25 for 7 years. What were you doing?
Oh, degenerate, hedonistic behavior.
Okay. Well, you need to get on the path, right? And you're sitting around smoking weed, thinking about girls. You're going to wake up and be 35-year-old loser before you know it. Time flies, man. Time flies.
Yeah, I'm fully aware of that. Yeah. I pretty much called. I just wanted you to yell at me. Tell me I'm a piece of shit. Because I already know it.
I'm not going to tell you. Listen, that's weird. Okay. First of all, I'm not getting off on calling you these names or anything like this, but I'm telling you the reality of your situation. You are full of shit. You're just talking. Talk, but no walk. You need to get your money right. You need to build your credit. You need to go talk to a mortgage broker. You need to go to the gym. You need to have some discipline and stop smoking weed. Okay, because you have no discipline. Weed makes you undisciplined.
Okay.
Have you gotten into Inner Game Healing Summit? Are you in there at least?
Well, I know that it's not going to be recorded. I have the money to join.
It is going to be recorded.
I don't think I'm going to be able to.
It is going to be recorded. Yeah, but not the Q&A section, but the actual webinars are. But you need to participate in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that right now I'm currently working like 60 hours a week. So I just don't know if I'm going to be able to be there.
Well, regardless, you definitely need to make it happen with getting your shit together.
Yeah, the process is I'm doing it.
Okay.
It's my first time ever calling into a show. I watch all you guys, so I'm a little nervous.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Have a good day. I don't know. I don't like people that talk.
Well, at least he's starting. He said it's the first time he called in, so that's a good sign.
It is a good sign.
And he is getting on the right path.
It's true. Voice of optimism. I'm a little harder on these guys. Not as hard as Myron though.
Yeah, but you know, you got to be tough, but you don't want to bruise people
Yeah.
also and being too tough.
But let's be honest, Mom. Come on. Aren't these guys nowadays, aren't they kind of pussies?
Well, no, I just think that it just
Are they not like the men in the 80s?
it's a fatherless generation.
Yes.
And that's what when you have single moms raising children, it's very difficult for boys to be boys. Like, you know, I said, kick you out of the house to go play.
Yeah.
I said, quit playing video games, put you in the backyard to play with swords and shooting BB guns, or whatever the case is. But I kind of knew that's what boys needed.
Yep.
So they don't have dads to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad for the men today, the young men.
Yep. Oh yeah. All right. Well, listen, we got 164 people in the house right now watching us. Wow. Guys, smash that like button. Let's get that like up. Chief Keef says Mama MLD is being Mama MLD. That's a good thing right there. How you liking your YouTube fame, Mom? You ready to do this? We got another caller here. We got 818 and then 929. Look, we had a 303, then an 818, now a 929. What do these patterns mean? Let's find out. All right, let's go to 818. 818, you are on the air with MLD and Mom MLD. What's up?
Hey, John, how you doing?
Hey.
Cool. Hey, I just had a question on how to vet people to let into your life.
Okay, me and my mom are good at this. Go ahead. Vetting people to let them into your life. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I kind of pick certain people that I feel like have accolades and contribution, positiveness to enter my life, but somehow they're always lacking, like in an area, like for instance, I had an associate. You know, he hit almost all the marks, but then around women, he just simped out, and that kind of energy, you know, I don't really tolerate. So it's kind of hard to take him seriously after that.
Okay, so you have a associate who simped out. Is that what you said?
Yes. Well, he just lost all frame. He starts buying. You know, he just completely changes around women. So I feel like that's a red flag.
Yeah.
Or should I help him out? Or
no.
What do you think the process should be?
If there is a man in your life and he treats you differently when women comes around, that man is a snake. Because these guys will do these slimy little guys will do some of the nastiest thing just to get with a woman.
Shut up and take my money.
These guys will do it.
Right. That's the feeling I was getting, because if you can flip that switch real quick, I mean, it didn't feel right.
Right. Trust your instinct, you know. Trust your instinct. That's very true.
Yeah. What do you have a process to vet people?
I give people enough rope to hang themselves all the time. You know, I'll leave money out. I'll put girls around, and I'll be like, I just sit back and like, let's see what kind of a dirtbag you really are. Let's see the real you. You know. And the thing is this, when somebody shows you who they are, believe it. Believe it. You got to constantly test people. You got to test people in your life, man. You got to test the women in your life. You know, Dan Bilzerian hooks some of his women up to a lie detector machine. He did the interview. Fresh and Fit did the interview the other day. And Dan Bilzerian, he had a girl over, and he didn't believe she was telling the truth. And he hooked her up to a lie detector, found out she was lying, and he threw her out of the house. He said, get the hell out of here, you dirty liar. Because in any kind of relationship, okay, Mom, you give me your feedback on this, but this is what I believe to be true. Any relationship, friendship, family, marriage, dating, once the trust is gone, you got nothing.
Yeah, you see the person for who they really are. You see the truth, and that's who they are. And you know, it's good to give second chances. However, the first time somebody show themselves, that's who they really are.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Like in that situation I gave you with the women, what if on the other aspects of their life they're lacking, but on the woman part they are not? Like you can trust this person around your girl per se, but they're lacking on the motivation, fitness wise or financial wise. How do you know when to start helping them out, or do you not even help them out and do you just let them figure it out?
Mom.
That's for the girl.
No, he's saying if the man is good around women, right? He's not gonna be betraying him for women, and he doesn't change his behavior when women come around. You know, because a lot of men change when women come into the door. You know, I don't change. I'm the same no matter who comes through. Fake President Biden can pop in, and I'll be like, all right, what's up, shit pants? You know, like I'm I'm always me. But if they're good with women, but they're not motivated, they don't have their act together, they're not chasing money, they're not doing the things they need to be doing, they're out of shape. What do you think about keeping people like that around?
It's gonna bring you down. It really will bring you down. If a guy doesn't have his act together and he is not a positive person to be around, you have to run from him, because at this time in your life you have no time for that. You're gonna wait. You're just wasting time hanging around bad people.
Yep.
Got to hang around good, positive people, and you would know a good person.
Yeah.
Immediately, everyone is born with that sense of good and bad. You know what is good, you know what is bad, and you're gonna pick that up right away. Is this a good person? Is he worth being friends with? You know what? If he's not, see ya. Next in line. There's 7 billion people on this earth. You can find some more people who are good, decent people that would help you grow and help you better your life.
I'll tell you this too, buddy. Jim Rohn says this: you don't make good people, you find good people in this life. And when you find a good person, hold on to them.
Yes.
Hold on to them. I have made a huge mistake in my life, letting go of some really good people. And I've made an even larger mistake holding on to people that were shitty.
Yes.
Alcoholics, thieves, all of the bad things you could think of, fucking Jesus, drug users, and because you at your core, when you're a good person, you have a good heart and you feel compassion. You want to help people. It's not like a save a hoe thing. You're just like, damn, like you're just a decent human being. Like, I want to help this other person. But the reality is, you can't help people who don't want to be helped, and you can't help people who don't want to change. And the majority of the time, the energy that you put into somebody else is usually wasted. Majority of people are shit. I'm sorry to say it. Majority of people are shit. So you got to guard yourself. Like, what does the Bible say? Guard your heart, right? Protect your heart.
Above all things, guard your heart.
Above all things, guard your heart. Exactly. You got to protect yourself, because these people will come in, they'll use you, they'll drain you, and they'll pull you down, and they won't do any better. They won't change, nothing like that. And that will just pull the life out of you, and it takes the most valuable thing away from you, which is time. Mom, how many people when you were younger, you poured into their life praying to God that they would change, and they just failed and failed and failed?
A large amount, but there's a large amount that was changed also. So, but some people you can tell they are just mean-spirited. They are not willing to change. And when you see that repeating behavior over and over again, you got to cut them off, or you got to just put them, draw some boundaries, put up boundaries with them, and keep them at a distance.
Yep.
It doesn't mean you have to cut people off totally, but you got to put boundaries up and keep them at a certain distance so they don't affect your life negatively.
Yep. Makes sense, brother?
Right. Yeah. It does make sense. And I just want to thank you, man. You're pretty blunt and direct as I am. So that's why I resonate and relate to what you're saying a lot. And I'm buying the course. So I just appreciate all your work and keep up the fight, buddy.
Yeah, thanks so much. Sign up now, and I'll shout out your first name on the show here.
Thank you, man.
All right, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye. Yeah, it's just it's sad. It is sad, but you have to. It's like if you're in the ocean and you're drowning, right? And someone else is drowning. You got to save yourself. When they teach lifeguards, when they're out there, and they say to the lifeguard, when you're going to save these people, one of the strategies is to punch them in the face and knock them out.
Yes.
Knock them out. And say, because if not, that person's going to kill you.
Yeah.
Because you get out in that ocean and you're a good heart. You're like, I'm a lifeguard. I see this person drowning. I know I got to save him. I got to save him. I got to save him. And then guess what? You go out there and then this person's dragging you, pulling you down. And then you're just using this extra energy to fight and keep yourself above. They're pulling you down. And these people will kill you.
Yes.
And these people will take and take and take and take.
Absolutely. 100%.
So.
And that's where boundaries come in.
Now you're dropping heat, Mom. Go ahead.
Huge boundaries. Very important. I've had that happen to me several times.
Go ahead. Elaborate on that.
Yes. I in my counseling, I help a lot of people. And some of them, they really want to get close to you because, I was doing a lot of great works, doing a lot of good things, connecting with a lot of influential people. And so many people wanted to be around me. However, when I let in a couple of people who were not good to be around me, and they would just pretty much want to suck the life out of me and take over what I was doing and think they were better and they can do the job better. And, it becomes very difficult. So when you see that, you have to learn how to protect yourself and draw boundaries, because it's like putting a little 5-year-old to cook dinner in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I want to cook. I'm like, no, you're not old enough to cook. I have to take care of you. Let me take care of the cooking. If you allow a 5-year-old in the kitchen, will burn the kitchen down and it's going to kill you. So it's important to put people in the right places.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's kind of what's happening right now when these kids are, little boy, I'm a girl.
Shut up and take my money.
Okay, let's go cut your wee-wee off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just sick. It's insane. We're getting some donations here, so let's read them. The man who you gave the advice for the mortgage, Mom, he sent $10. So his job is he came to me and we were talking, and his father's a very successful man. So I told him, you have success in your blood.
Wow.
You have success in your blood.
Mm-hmm.
And he was kind of shaky about getting this hot dog cart and starting a hot dog business. And he got the loan and he did it. And the first day he's like, I don't know, what should I do? And I said, listen, man, just load that damn hot cart up.
Right.
You're in Texas. You're in America. These people love to eat. They don't give a shit about their health. Go. Go. And he sold out.
Wow.
He sold out everything.
Wow.
Made $800 his first time out. Not bad for a couple hours of work. Not bad.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And it's only going to go up from there.
That's right.
Second-class citizen is replying to the guy who is the restaurant worker and smoking weed. He says, I was injured in Afghanistan. If I can do this, you can do it too. You are 100% on these issues. Keep on the good fight. Check out Streamlabs. Oh, did you send me a Streamlabs donation? Oh, sorry. Let me check. I apologize. I alert on my phone. Let me go over there and download it. I apologize, buddy. The did not get a alert. Let me check out the here. What do we got? 3, 2, 1. And I got nothing. I got nothing for you. I got nothing from you. So I don't know. So I don't know why you told me to check Streamlabs, but okay. And then I think we have another one little donation coming. Salt Daddy, $10 super chat. He says, good work, MLD Mom. Your boy has helped many people advance their lives. That's right. I'm the champion right here. Give yourself some champion music. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. We got more callers. You ready to roll?
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how ready are you?
10.
All right.
Ready to go.
Ready to roll. Let's do it. Ready, spaghetti meatball. 929. 929, you're on the line. What's up?
Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning, John. Good morning, John's mother. How you guys doing today?
Good, good. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Good. Morning. John, I had a quick question. Last time we spoke, you kind of scounded me.
Yeah.
Needed that. So this whole week, man, I've been trying to reach Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I've been on the website. I've reached out to Instagram. I called the phone number on the website. I've read the whole website. I can't get a hold of him. Is there another way to effectively reach Ryan?
I mean, send him an email. You know?
I did. I covered all bases just so when I asked you, you know, no more talk. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You sound like you sound a little bit better this week. I'm texting him right now on Telegram. You have Telegram?
Which one's that? That's the one that we're using for the inner game?
Yes.
Yeah, I got it. Mm-hmm.
Just replied to me. Let me hold on. Okay. Live on the air. You better go out and become a fucking best cybersecurity person in the world, all right?
Got it.
Okay, standing by. He let's see.
Hey John, I know you got a couple other callers. I'm in the chat if you wanna continue this there. You know?
Okay. Cool. Yeah, he's replying right now. Give me 2 seconds.
By the way, Mama MLD, I'm loving the advice. Loving the advice.
Thank you. Okay, here it is.
Killing it. Can't wait for tonight.
I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm gonna put it in the chat. There it is. It's on the screen right there. Ryan at elevatecybersecurity.net. If you guys want to get into the cybersecurity industry, this is one of the best jobs you can get. Right there. Email him. Tell him MLD sent you. We have a deal worked out between him and I, so make sure you let him know that we are sending you to him. So email him right now, okay?
Got it. Thank you.
You're
Take
welcome.
care, guys.
All right, bye-bye. All right, we got a 3, 2, 1. Uh-oh. Who's watching you, Mom? You told somebody you're on the air? 3, 2, 1. You're on the air. What's up?
Hey, what's happening, John?
Chilling, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. So I've gained a lot of value watching your channel recently. And some of the other Red Pill guys, I kind of been Red Pilled myself around October of last year. Really getting my muscles in tune, coming out of a 7-year relationship. And I had a baby with this chick. And gorgeous, you know, really drives me now. My daughter really drives me, so to speak. But seeing some of your videos recently where you talk about being with people
90 seconds
and how that can really drag you down as an individual, that started to really relate to me in certain ways. So, but I'm in this conundrum now where I left the situation. I had shared an apartment with the mother of my child, and now I'm staying back with my parents because it was way too toxic to be around that. So my real question is, I got the game, not worried about the game. Money. I got inner game. I'm working on that. I know that's not like
60 seconds.
Stop. I'm working on muscles. Got that in routine. And now that I'm living in my people's place, and I got the money. The money is one thing I'm working on. I got passed the coding boot camp, and I'm applying for jobs now. So I'm making about $45K a year right now, but I was hoping to add a coding position on top of that to really solve my money problems.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, I can think of about 3 or 4 months where I really need to, solidify my game and immerse myself in like approaching and just kind of, talking to more women and dealing with more women. But I have this block in my head where it's like, they're not really going to want to talk to me or deal with me that much because I'm at home.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I wonder how much I should really worry about that. I'm 29 years old. And,
well, if you're looking at
the reason why I'm kind of stuck in this position is because I'm paying like half of my baby mama's rent. So it's like I can't really go do it myself right now.
why are you paying half of her rent? You guys separated?
Yeah, we separated.
You don't owe her anything. Mom, should he pay half of her rent?
Is he on the lease?
Yeah.
You're on the lease? Why are you on the lease?
You say that
He
again?
moved down.
Oh yeah, because I was living there.
When is the lease expires?
So my name is on the lease. It expires in August.
Yeah. So.
But she should pay the whole because you guys broke up, right?
Yeah, but he's responsible for the lease.
Part of the issue is she's not really. Yeah, so she has my baby 3.5 days of the week. So, and she's not really someone that pushes herself to make her own money. So.
Yeah, but that's just a
that's
leech.
Kind of my thing there is I'm paying. It's that. It is that, and I'm growing out of that with getting my money right. You know what I mean? But also it's like I'm not paying child support either. You know what I mean? I have my baby 3 days a week. I just don't want that to be thrown in my face.
Well, here's the thing, though. You need to take offensive action. Okay, you need to go on the offense because when you sit around and paying for someone to not get her because you told me she's not getting her shit together. She's not going looking for a job, nothing like that.
Yeah, she works part-time retail and has been doing so for like 4 or 5 years.
She's a loser.
Yeah, definitely. And what I stayed there because I wasn't really valuing and realizing the value I brought to the table. I had a lot of people in my ear that are, reminding me of that.
Yeah.
So he has 5 more months.
That's kind of my journey now is to.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me?
No, because you're responsible for the lease until August. So you have 5 months to help out with the rent. And then after
But where's she going to go after?
Then he can make some stronger decisions.
Well, at what point do I just, and that's a deeper problem, I guess, that I'm not really. That's kind of not what I called in for. Not to say you guys are on something wrong, but that's a deeper problem where it's like she definitely got to get that shit together. And there's only that many cuss, but that's kind of something that I got to deal with when it comes. You know what I mean?
No, you don't need to deal it when it comes. You need to start dealing with that now, okay? Because your child is now in danger. Because your child's in primary custody of a fucking loser. When the children are, and when there's a loser, single mother involved. Remember Lourdes with John and Robert? Remember her and how messed up those boys were because she was addicted to drugs. What was she on? It's Coke. Yeah. Or she had those stale. Remember she had those stale potato chips in her house and there was a cockroach and you ate it. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
I remember that. It was in your mouth. I remember that. I was traumatized that she's eating those potato chips.
But is this girl on drugs?
Is she on drugs?
The girl's not on drugs. She has a little wine thing. She's a pretty girl, so she's kind of just super not accountable. You know what I mean? She gets attention. She doesn't think there's anything really wrong, and I'm kind of enabling that by not shaking her world up by supporting it.
You're allowing her to perpetuate this delusion.
Yeah.
She's living. You don't by paying this that you should break the lease and you should go to the court. This is what you need to do. Listen to me closely, okay? This is why shit sucks in America because guys like you're too passive. Okay? Your child's life is in danger with this woman. You need to go and start documenting how much of a shitty mother she is, documenting how she's not doing what she needs to be doing, and you need to go to the courts and you need to file and try to get primary custody of this child because she's not working. Are you married to her?
No, sir.
So then how does that work out with child support?
Well, he's right now she's not asking for child support, right?
But can't she get child support? They've never been married?
Yes, she could get child support. If
Are you sure they can get child support even though he's
Yep.
not married? I don't think that's true.
And we split the baby even times. Yeah, I'm not really sure about the semantics around that.
Don't know how the laws are working now.
I don't think you can get child support if you're not married.
Yes, you can.
Let me just double check.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's something I see coming.
What state are you in?
That's why I put my ass in motion with certain things. Because
Shut up and take my
What
money.
state? What state are you in?
I'm in Florida.
Okay, hold on. Where are you?
I'm in Ocala, Florida, just south of Gainesville, kind of middle of nowhere.
I know where Ocala is. Me and my mom. She lives in Orlando.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah. I've been over here, and this is kind of my priming grounds. And Orlando or Tampa is where I got to go when I get this coding position.
In Florida, the law states that both parents must provide financial support to their children. How does custody works with unchanged? Yeah, you need to fight for the kid. Otherwise, this chick is just gonna drain you, bro. She's gonna drain you. And you shouldn't be like, I'm sorry, but you shouldn't be paying for her half of her rent.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. If she's just sitting around and
Drinking wine, and being a fucking idiot.
And
That is maybe the crux of my issue that I guess I'm not seeing the source of is I'd be able to afford my own spot if I wasn't paying for that. So
You living with your parents?
yeah, I moved back in after leaving her.
So what's your name? What's your name?
Really tough environment. I'm Keto.
Keto. Okay, Keto, listen to me, dude. Let's just draw a quick picture here. So she was being a shitty girlfriend, so you left her, right? She's being a shitty mother.
Yeah.
And you move out of your place with your name on the lease, and you're paying half the rent for her to continue to be a shitty girl, now ex-girlfriend and mother.
Yeah, I mean, I've been framing it as I'm paying my baby's rent, really. But yeah, I mean, you break it down, there's nothing wrong about what you said.
Your baby, you could bring your baby to your parents' house. I guarantee your mom would be thrilled to help raise that baby.
Yeah, without a doubt. That's definitely what I got going on the weekends. During the weeks, they're both employed, so it would be an option of childcare. But I mean, that's definitely why I got to get the money up, and that's where I was headed. I figured I'd have full custody in a matter of 5 years, just the way things are set up right now. So
yeah, but you don't need. Listen, you need to go.
Really make that.
You need to go talk to like one of these free consultation lawyers, right? And you need to go talk to them, and you need to take an action and get a plan to go on here. Because you know, here's if you go to, I'm looking at a website right now, looks like it's fldivorce.com. It says, what are the rights of unmarried fathers in Florida? And it says in Florida, unmarried fathers must establish paternity to assert their rights. So are you sure the baby is yours?
I gotta say 90%. 90%.
90%.
That's
yeah.
So listen,
that's just the way that thing was going. We were on and off.
So listen to me.
On and off, we ended up having her. So
okay, yeah. So anytime, listen, guys, and listen to this. Let me tell you guys something. These whole on and off relationships, once you guys break up once and she goes off, dude, send her back to the streets where she came. Because now look what you got. Now you are attached to this shitty woman for literally the rest of your life. This whole on and off relationships, once she goes, listen, once they go one time, give them one finger. See you later, bitch. Sayonara. Bye-bye. Adios. Avidashe. Say goodbye in every language. You want to leave me once? Good, bitch. Go out there and ruin someone else's life. Because now, look at this. She is going to be ruining your life for the rest of your life. You got 18 more years of this shit.
About that. I mean,
No. Listen to me. I'm right and you're wrong.
That's what I'm saying. I've been red pilled.
Keto, listen to me, dog. Listen to me. You called in to listen to me. Listen to me. Okay? You need to take action. So I'm looking at this website right now. You need to establish paternity. Okay? Florida law has no preference for either parent when it comes to custody or parental rights. Unmarried fathers in Florida have parental rights. Florida law disfavors terminating parental rights. An attorney can help you preserve your rights. This broke bitch can't even afford a fucking attorney. Unless she gets on Tinder and starts having sex with one of them. It's the only way she can get afford this. She's working retail. She's drinking. But dude, this is a massive self-esteem issue. Listen to me. This is a massive self-esteem issue too for you as well. Okay? Because you don't owe this drunk fucking bitch anything. I mean, were you drink? You didn't drink when you had newborn. Like, that's crazy if you're drinking around a newborn.
No, not at all.
It's insane. And I guarantee you she's probably fucking other guys.
Yeah, I got.
She's probably having guys over and having sex with them in that house that you're paying rent for.
Yeah, I made peace with the fact when I left. You know, I can't even worry about that. But I'm with my money going into it, it's enabling it. So.
Yeah, bro, you need to get that going, man.
I'll definitely take action. I mean, there's a trove of evidence that she publishes herself, but she's not the best mother. So yeah, I can definitely get what I need.
Get out, bro. Start getting on the offensive. Listen to me. I can tell by the way you're talking and the patterns of your voice and tonality, all this stuff, that you're a little bit of a passive guy. But life fucks passive people over. You need to be proactive. You need to take action. You need to make the change that you want to see in your life. Nothing changes if nothing changes. You got me?
Preach, man. Yeah, I got you.
So that's all I got to say to you today. Mom?
Thanks for your time.
You going to say anything? You're good.
I think you got it. I just think the girl needs to get herself sorted out fast. And he's only responsible for the lease until August. So after that, she really needs to be strong and quit drinking and be a better mother.
Yeah, you think that's going to happen?
Or, just get shared custody so you can influence the child.
Protect your child, bro. Protect that baby.
We do, man. Thank you for the value.
You're very welcome. You take care of yourself. Peace out. All right, we got another. Let's go. All right, we got our last caller here. Okay, 1 second here. Let me just gonna see what we got here. Checking the chat. There's something in the chat I was going to address. Oh, you got these super chats here. All right. Aussie Darklighter 505 says, MLD, could you talk about how you and your mom reconciled your relationship and what it's been like? I think we both just kind of grew up. It's been great. It's been great. Mom's here. She's losing weight. She's learning about the importance of eating protein. She's down close to 10 pounds. She's been here 2 weeks. She's going to be out here just working on her health and fitness. She's watching me with the business. She's enjoying Japan. What do you think about Japan, Japanese culture, all that, Mom?
It's nice, quiet, very quiet people. Very polite, nice, clean place. Seem like everybody's busy about doing their business.
Good.
Very quiet.
Good stuff. Ryan, the Eating Warrior, sends a $5 donation. He says he needs to save every text message conversation and start building a case for custody. Yes, you need to start taking an offensive strategy to get this baby away from this woman. I don't understand how he's not freaking out. I would be, are you kidding me? Drinking and working at a retail job and that's what you're doing with your life? You got a brand new baby? No. Let's go to our last caller here. 474. 474, you are on the air with MLD and Mama MLD. What's up?
John, you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, I want to say I'm very grateful for you and your mom. I've been struggling with some things.
You're mumbling into. Listen to me. You're mumbling into the microphone, and I can't hear you. So sit up straight. Get some confidence about you. Speak clearly, confidently, with high energy. Let's go.
Okay, my bad. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Is my voice good now?
Yes.
Okay, so I was going to read out this note I have written for 1 week about my life and ask my questions, but I'm just going to speak right from my heart instead and just get to the point so I don't waste everyone's time. Luckily for me, I found out this he was live now because I thought he was going to be on live later, like 2 or 3 a.m. my time. And I've been trying to be awake to join your call twice, but I kept
Okay, get to the question.
So I'm glad I'm here now. But yeah, to the question. So I'm John. I'm 18 now. I'm 19 basically since I turned 19 soon. I got no part-time job. I'm fat. I was supposed to finish high school this year, but since I was a lazy pig, I didn't, and now I got to go 2 extra years. And I've been on this self-improvement journey for a long time now, like maybe since 14. I feel like, I know what I got to do, but I'm just so lazy. I just don't do it. I don't know what it is. I just can't happen to do it. But this last month, I've been honestly changing my life, John. I've started gymming. I'm on a healthy carnivore diet. I follow the guy you just showed on your streams. I think it was like the past streams anyway. The guy who talks about the carnivore diet. I've cut everyone out of my life that doesn't get me closer to my goals. So I've done like everything. I'm starting to play sports again. I'm gonna study to become a software developer next year and all this. And like what I did or what I think that got me out of this sports situation was that I stopped being the B word. I thought that I was gonna be a failure for the rest of my life, and that was my destiny. But then I started to reflect and watch these so-called red pillars like Andy Tate and Myron. And I realized that it's my decision if I want to become successful or not. So I realized that instead of crying late at night, feeling sorry for myself, I needed to instead grow some balls and push through what I will.
What's your stop? What's your question?
I'm gonna get to the question right now. I'm sorry, John. But so basically, I'm doing little, like I feel like my life is kind of boring now, and I want to ask, like, is it okay to take breaks from time to time, or do I still need to be like pushing through, like just pushing through it till I make it?
Breaks from what?
Like, for instance, take breaks from like being tired. It's just doing research about how to get money, doing research about how to get fit and all that, and I don't find it like very boring, but I'll like. For instance, what I do is I use or I watch animes for 30 minutes every Sunday. So I'm like, is it okay with doing stuff like that? Or
it's okay. Listen to me. Listen to me. Are you raised by a single mom?
No, but no, I'm not.
All right. So you're 19 years old. You can't graduate high school. Is that what you're saying?
And I can, but I'm gonna go. I need to do my school, like this year since I didn't meet up and stuff like that. I need to go.
Hey, listen to me. You're mumbling, and I can't hear you. You need to speak clearly. Like I am speaking clearly. You're talking like this, and I can't understand what the fuck you're saying. Okay?
My bad. Okay.
My mom's dying from that. Listen. Go take your GED. Okay? Why are you so fat? Who's making you fat? Mom? Dad? What's going on?
No, it is just that I know what I need. Like, I know what I got to do, John, but...
Who's feeding you this food? How are you getting this fat?
Because I don't work out. Basically, I don't work out.
Listen to me,
I used to do
motherfucker.
sports
Listen to
and
me.
all that.
Listen, you don't get fat from not going to the gym. You get fat from eating too much. So what are you eating?
Right. I mean, it's a bad diet. I guess I eat a lot of sweets. I eat a lot of junk food. You know.
So what do you want me to do? Tell you that you're a fucking loser so you would change? Eat right.
No.
Money, muscles, game frame. Go get your study for your GED, because wasting another 2 years of your life is going to be fucking total waste of time. You're 19 and you're still in high school. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
You're a sophomore in high school.
Right.
Huh?
Yeah, I say yeah. Is my voice doesn't it come through, or is it bad?
Well, you need to go study your GED and get your GED, because you can't waste another 2 years of your life.
Okay.
Okay. And yeah, you can take a break once in a while. I take breaks too. Okay. It's normal. But you need to get on your grind. How tall are you?
I'm 6'3".
6 what?
6'3".
And how much do you weigh?
So it's in kilos. I'm not sure what it is in pounds, but it's 90 kilos. I think it's like
90 kilos? Dude, 6'3", 90
pounds,
kilos is
I
not
think.
fat. Where are you in the world?
I'm in Norway.
In Norway?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So why are you like this? Your parents strict on you? Is your dad mean to you? Your mom mean to you? What's wrong?
It's no other, like, it's all me, John. It's all my fault. I don't know why, but I'm just lazy.
Who do you live with?
And as I said, I live with their mom.
Who?
Mom.
Where's your dad?
And they're divorced, but sometimes I go to my mom and sometimes I go to my dad.
Okay, so you live majority with mom or dad?
Right now it's mom, but I wanna go
Right.
to
So why
dad.
wait, listen to me. What's wrong with you? I asked you if you're being raised by a single mother and you said no. You are. And here's the deal. Your
No,
mom's
it's
listen.
it's because
Listen, no, be quiet. Listen to
My
me.
bad, my bad.
Listen to me, okay? Shut up. You need to go graduate and get your fucking high school degree. All right? And then, dude, I'm sorry, but like you need to snap out of this. This is what happens. You need to go live with your dad. At least you won't be such a gigantic pussy. Because a lot of moms, they pussify the young men that live with them. And they say, oh, it's okay, honey. You don't have to go out. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to baby you. And you become a gigantic fucking loser like you are right now. Nobody's going to come and cheer. Like, nobody's going to come and cheer you on to get your shit together. Okay? This life is hard. It is harsh. And people will attack you and people will come for you. And if you're weak little fucking schoolboy like you are now, this life is going to eat you up and chew you out. And you know what it's going to do? It's going to look for the next person to do that too, because life is ruthless.
Yeah.
You need to wake up. You need to speak clearly. You need to go join a boxing gym and get your ass beat and go again and again and again and keep going. Because you're a pussy. You have like this pussiness about you. And that's because you live with your mom. You need to snap out of it and wake up if you want to make anything happen with your life.
Got it. So I just need to man the fuck up, basically.
Yes. Every fucking day.
Okay. Thank you, John. I know what I need to do now. Thank you.
Okay. We'll talk to you next time.
Sure. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You see what I got to deal with over here?
He needs to be working also.
Yeah. That's another thing. You need to go get a job, Skippy. You need to go get a job. All you idiots out here are like, I'm broke. I'm this. I'm that. Listen, you guys make me and my mom sick to our stomachs, okay? If you're broke in America, you're like the top tier fucking loser.
Yep.
You're a fucking alpha loser. You're the king of the losers if you're broke in America. You could go get 2 jobs. Okay. If you're a man, go work fucking construction. Go work at a moving company. There is opportunity everywhere. Okay. You can go work and make some fucking money. You can study. There's no excuse. Mom, you were working at Shoney's when you were 19?
At 18 years old.
Pregnant with me.
Pregnant with you.
And working.
Yep.
Hmm.
I worked 3 jobs at one time.
Tell them. Drop some heat on these
Yeah.
lazy Americans.
No, I worked 2 waitressing jobs, and then I worked for a modeling agency where I worked in the mall spraying perfume, spraying perfume on people during the day. Then I worked 2 waitresses job, one at the Marriott, and then I work at another club at night. So I worked hard, very hard, and I always had money. I worked very, very hard, and I was never broke. I was able to buy a house, raise my kids, and but there was no sitting around for me eating bonbons because my work ethics was always high. So, and there was jobs to work. It wasn't like there was no jobs. If there was no jobs in the country, I can see people not working. But America is filled with jobs everywhere. You turn around, you can do something to make some money. So there's no excuse when it comes to working. I just hate laziness and excuses.
I don't know. I hate when people sit around and blame anything. Like wait, when I lived in Hawaii, you know what they want to do? They to this day, these lazy fucking Hawaiians, they blame white people for taking over Hawaii hundreds of years ago. It's like, no, you're a fucking loser. If you blame racism, past events that happened 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago,
it's ridiculous.
You blame a fucking government party. You blame it. You see, you take all these fingers, you take one like this, and then you turn it like this, and that's why you suck. That's the problem right there. Okay? Get your fucking head out of your ass. Get your fucking ego out of your ass and stop being such a weak little shit stain of society and get to work. And if you're not going to do it, then get the fuck out of the people's way who are working.
Yeah,
that's the truth.
Working would change. It takes away depression, oppression. It takes away a lot of disturbance from your inside when you get out there and work and keep busy. So working is a good therapy.
Yep. Look, this guy says most Americans would rather pour and complain than work 3 jobs or work jobs that don't sound sexy. Our country's in a sad state. It's only going to get worse. Silky Silk 999 super chat says, thank you for everything you do and your message. I try to pass the money muscles game frame way of life to all my young guys in the army. It's just ridiculous when you people like, and they do it in Korea to the Koreans. They to this day, they're bitching about, oh, well, back in the World War II, the Japanese used Korean women as sex workers. And it's like, dude, that was fucking 70 years ago. More than 70 years, almost 80 years ago. Those women are pretty much all dead. What are we doing? What are you bitching about the past? Unless you have a fucking time machine that you're going to go back in time to fix that. What are you doing? How do you expect to change the past? The only thing you could change in this world is yourself. That's the only thing you can change, is change yourself. Get it together. Because when you sit around and cry, the people that just pity you, you know what? Society looks down on you. You know what Arnold Schwarzenegger says? He says, everybody pities the weak, but jealousy You have to earn that. You have to earn jealousy. It's like all these fucking haters on my ass now. Jealous? Yeah, you're jealous because you're broke, you're lazy, you're incompetent, you waste time. You hate me? You don't hate me, you hate yourself. I'm a reflection of why you suck. Because we didn't have a fucking easy life, Mom. Are you kidding me?
Nope, it's hard.
We had no money. That shit was tough, man.
Cars were breaking down.
Cars were breaking down. Fucking crazy people in the church. Aunt Millie in and out with her crazy, savage, psychopathic children. You know? Get the fuck out of here. You know, it's just insane. It's insane. So anyways, that's what we got going on here, guys. We're all sorted out here, but listen, if you want to learn more about what we're talking about and the whole inner game thing, listen, the Inner Game Healing Summit is now open for enrollment. Go to innergamehealing.com. Get here to this page. Click to sign up on this, and you're ready to roll. What do you get when you sign up? Let me show you. Once again, you get the total package. You get access to quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. All right. All for the low cost of $297. If you wait to quarter 2, you have to pay $397. You wait to quarter 3, you got to pay $497. You wait to quarter 4, you got to pay $597. Okay. You don't want to be doing that. The summit starts on April 10th with me, MLD, the mental frameworks for success. Well, I'll be giving a speech about the mental framework for success, and then we enter into a Q&A session. Same thing for day 2, identifying your inner game problem with Paul from Apex Mindset. And then day 3, how to cure your cold trauma at home. Day 4, mastering inner game for abundance in dating and business. And then day 5, understanding frame and self-talk with race. These start at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. They will be recorded, stored on Vimeo, and then sent to you guys in the Telegram chat. The Telegram chat is also included. That's going all the way until March of 2024. You get a brotherhood of support, accountability, and so much more. This has been a wonderful episode. Congratulations to Mom MLD. First live stream you've done on YouTube. How do you feel about it?
Good, really good.
Feel good? We got a good amount of donations, $129 donations. I'm gonna spend that money on my mom. So every donation you send on these streams is going to mom's makeup fund because she forgot her makeup bag in America. She's been wearing no makeup for 2 weeks. Anything you want to say in closing, Mom?
It was great. I just hope we were able to bring clarity to some people and want them to move on forward with getting their inner healing. Inner healing is very important.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We'll be back. Me and Mama MLD, we're doing the double, the 2-4. So we're going to be back in. Tyler says, was hoping to call. And well, you were late, Tyler. So but I remember you called in. Tyler, sign up for Inner Game Healing and then call back tonight. We're going to be back tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be back literally on the air in 9 hours. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We'll see you in 9 hours.